Alright then. So this is James Edition. It's like a website that's like a marketplace for like the richest people, I suppose. You can buy like an aeroplane. You can buy like a $5 million Ferrari, and like different things. And these are the watches. So like you've got the top there, like the richest watch is supposedly the Patek Philippe, like $2 million or something plus. Like people think the Rolex is like the bollocks, but really like Patek Philippe is like the main one.
How do you say that again?
Patek Philippe.
Patek Philippe is the most expensive watch.
Patek, like normal watches, normal watch you get. Patek Philippe is supposedly the.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I heard Jay-Z once say something about it, but.
Right. How come we've never heard it like us sheep?
Paupers, because the paupers don't know. I guess they just think maybe the Rolex is the one you go for or something.
Right. Okay. So it goes from 11. How much?
Two. I think it's like almost $2.5 million for this watch.
Down to what for the Rolex? The most expensive Rolex?
I think the Rolex is like a few $100,000.
Right. Okay.
But that's like top
of the line. Rolex is almost like $2 million off the.
It's a lot. Best. Yeah, it's a lot off the Patek Philippe.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, just standard watches, boring kind of like timepieces. Got all kinds of like things it can do. But like you keep going down, you see, okay, there's like a Richard Mille. They're a bit different. They're a bit more like technical, and like some more boring timepieces. And then you come to that one. It's like it says on it, how much is it? Right, $722,000. Right, so think who's going to buy that? And it's like. It says on it, I long to taste your pussy. It's like
well,
you're wearing.
You give you.
Oh, it's not. It's like who was buying that? I don't get it, because who has that kind of money? Like a bank? I don't know. There's not a rapper. Is it for a rapper? I mean, even anyone really. It's like you're gonna be looking at it all day. Looking at the time, like I long to taste your pussy. Is it to like show a woman?
It's unisex, it says.
But
so can you imagine a woman wearing that?
I know, like it's crazy though. Like, in what situation? Without
like the thing is, so
is it because like you're ultra cool?
Like, have you seen the other ones? Like they're all like
it changes. That supposedly it changes to different things. But I noticed on Google Images, none of them said I long to taste your pussy. There were always nicer ones like I long to hold you or something. Or
well, this one's got I lust to arouse your.
It's like a
nipples.
Well, that's still a bit like mad.
So do you have some thinking on this?
I don't know. I just think
it was mad.
It's just mad, isn't it? Who like they've gone forward with it. It's like a $722,000 watch. So they must think someone's buying that. Who are these crazy bastards who are going to buy that? It's like I don't get it, but I mean, obviously, they think there's a market for it. I don't know. Is it like some kind of like Satanist thing? I don't know.
Do you know what I love about like a good watch? You know what I'm saying? Like a well-made watch.
A fine timepiece.
No, when you turn that sucker over on its back, right, and you undo the back of the watch, and you can see that inner workings.
Yeah.
That's a good sign of a good watch. You see how finicky and how minute the margin for error.
You don't want a message. You don't like a message on the watch. You wouldn't care for like I long to taste your pussy on your watch.
No, I wouldn't like that. It'd be all about the workmanship, which seems to me like Rolex is all about that. It seems like they pride themselves on that. So when you're talking about these watches,
fancy pantsy watches,
like I've just looked at the picture there, and it doesn't look anything that good, man. It looks all right.
They always talk about the craftsmanship and how long it takes.
Right. Well, I'd like to see the inner workings. Then you only see the front. Go back to the
Richard Mille. It's
$700,000 watch, which was like. Let's have a look at that again.
I mean, I suppose in the Dallas one, he has like a hat. I remember a few
years ago.
Like there,
is that it?
I don't know if they're really light.
What is fancy about that watch? It looks like a.
I know it could be
outdoor watch. You've got like for people listening, you've got like the clock at the bottom, like halfway down. And then the second half, the top half, is like a digital display.
Yeah.
Like it's like it looks real. It look more digital than like a handcraft watch to me. Like, why would you pay that money for that? Like, what?
Richard Mille is like a really good mix.
Who's the name? Like, what's behind that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Swiss. They're generally Swiss for some reason, but I don't know. But it just weird to me. I long to taste your pussy, and it's just
why do you
always
keep
there.
saying that? I long
Because
to take your pussy.
It's on there.
Where?
Can you see
say
it?
that? Where?
It's in big.
Oh yeah. So people
you-
listening, like on the top 3 displays, it says "I long" on the first level, second taste, and then third your pussy.
Yeah.
And that's on their that's on their advertising board. That's what they're showing to people buying these
That's what I
fucking
mean. So
watches.
who's buying that watch?
Right. Well, that's fair enough.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
weird.
Isn't that
Is
crazy?
weird. Yeah,
And you
that's
think
strange.
how expensive the watch is as well. I wouldn't,
Yes,
if it was like $20,
exactly.
I'd be like, okay, it's just a cheap,
Right.
tacky watch.
Why would they display that? We've got to look into the person who designed that watch. That's where the.
That's what I mean. Is it like a Satanist thing? Is it like a fuck party thing where they're like?
I don't
You
know,
know what I mean?
but that is weird. Yeah.
But,
So
like,
who
a rich-
who buys these watches? You say?
Well, I mean, I've heard rappers rap about them a little
Rap.
bit. Nadal has one supposedly he plays with.
Right.
It was like $500,000.
Can we see some other designs? Like, because this design is shit. Like, I don't know why
Well,
that's their
They're all kind of.
premier photo. That's
I mean,
shocking.
They're all kind of like weirdly like futuristic, but old kind of futuristic, like 60s
Yeah,
futuristic.
true. Yeah. I can
You know
see
what I mean?
that. Yeah.
They're all look a bit metallic and
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the outline, the whole design of what does not look cheap. By the way, it does look pretty good. Like it's
Yeah.
got like a thick outline,
I'm sure.
square with
Yeah.
rectangle style. Looks good. Like
Well,
not bad.
I'm sure they'll have some guys saying how amazing it is, and how precise the.
But I want to see who's behind the name of this
Richard Mill.
mill. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just some company. I haven't looked. I suppose I haven't looked into it, but it's just crazy. Just that. I would have that watch. How long to test your pussy? Like everywhere they're going, they're going. You're doing your shopping, or if you're in a business meeting with somebody and then people just staring at you. Oh, it's a nice watch. Oh, how long to test your pussy? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Yeah. You know what I mean? And that watch is probably more expensive than like most people's. I mean, is that like a Rothschild thing? Is Rothschild what going around the squash court with that kind of watch? Is he? I don't know.
That's from the same guy. Right, we've got another image here. Now
Oh, no,
it looks
this-
like a proper
Oh no, this is a different.
rapper's watch. No?
This is the different. This is Audemars Piguet. This is like, but it is a rapper's watch because.
No, made by the same company
No,
who did
no.
the last watch.
No, this is like a different company.
Well, that's... Why are you looking at this?
I don't know. It was just there.
We want to see designs from that same guy. See what else he can muster up.
Oh, he's demanding it now.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
Richard Mill. It's like Mille. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's probably like meal or something, or I don't know. But they all look pretty much like that, but they don't have "How long to test your pussy" on it. That's all.
so that's your big thing. Why would they say that
exactly,
on their
yeah.
main advertising picture?
It just stuck out. Like
Yeah,
a sore
true.
thumb. It was like, wow, that's weird.
For rappers,
Right, but
do you think?
I mean, yeah, I get. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anyone else who would want that.
Yeah, exactly. That's a weird way of doing it.
And it seems like I don't know.
What is his? Is he part of like? Has he been on the Lolita Express by any chance?
I don't know. Later.
Is he friends with Clinton? I don't know.
Maybe
You know, is he a multi-billionaire who's like he's in that club? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking to have a $726,000 watch, you've got to have some money, haven't you? You
Oh
can't-
yeah,
you've got to have-
if you've got the balls just to use that as your advertising picture, that's a
exactly. You must have. You must be multi-millionaire.
that's like a fuck you money.
It
He's
is,
got
isn't it?
fuck you money
It is.
right there.
So it's what's behind that. It's like
So
No.
we need to look behind this guy. Maybe we'll bring that to you in part 2. I don't know.
I don't know. Just Richard Mill. It's just a weird thing. I guess.
Richard Mill. He's probably a pedo.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Well, I
I'll take
mean-
that allegedly.
I mean,
I'm
that's
just joking, by the way.
Well, yeah.
We don't mean that.
Who knows?
But we'll see.
I mean, anything's possible.
We need to get
But it does stick out.
Alfonso on the
It
case.
does stick out to me. But yeah. So there you go. For the rich and famous, that's what you can get. Get a watch for $720,000 saying, "I long to taste your pussy."